Hi everyone, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Well, yesterday I did an announcement about how I think that the Mediterranean could actually start cruising. The signs are looking good and why things aren't so good here in the United States. And I got some people who messaged me and sent me emails and that saying, well, does that mean that we can go to the Med and do a Mediterranean cruise from the United States? And I don't think so. So right now, here's what's happening. The Mediterranean looks like they're getting set. You have Costa, you have MSC, you have River Cruises. They're all getting ready to start up in the area, in Europe, in Germany. Barcelona says they're willing to open up their cruise port, and MSC and Costa are looking for employees to put on ships. We're here in North America, we haven't heard anything. We have not heard a single thing, right? Other than cruises are canceled until October now, and thing from Norwegian Cruise Lines, and you can't go to Alaska because even the river cruises can't start up. We're having nothing but troubles here in North America. And people are saying, well, will they open up like international travel that we could go to the Med or go to Germany or UK and get on a cruise there when it opens up? Because they're starting to open up here in the United States. And I go, well, yes, we are starting to open up in the United States and Canada, and they've opened up further along in some places like Spain and Italy than we have. The trouble is, if you look at the numbers for Italy. Italy's numbers, you can see that huge trend downward. Then you look at Spain's numbers, huge trend downwards. Even here in Canada, look at the trend, huge trend downwards. So we have not only, flattened the curve, we've dropped it right down to hardly any cases a day. All three of these countries have less than 200 to 250 cases a day. That's not the case right now in the United States. United States has only dropped from, at their peak, about 36,000 cases a day to 26,000 cases a day. And unfortunately, right now, that's on the rise. As I mentioned the other day, Florida has seen 5 days in a row now of record-breaking days of positive cases. So while the trend in other countries is this way, United States right now is kind of like this, and maybe even doing this right now with the way they're opening in some places. Some places have opened up very, very slowly, easing into it, while other places have just thrown open the doors and now they're paying the price for it. And I understand everybody is tired of being indoors. Everybody's tired of not being able to do something. I am so tired of not being able to just go to a restaurant when I want to, go see a movie when I want to, feel uncomfortable if I go for a walk down the street. You know what I mean? When you see people face masks all over, everybody's tired of it. We're absolutely bored stiff. We need stuff to do, and the summer is coming. The summer is here now. We want to do things. Unfortunately, when the other countries around the world are looking at the numbers coming from the United States, they're saying, sorry, for now, stay away. We don't want you in our country for tourism right now until you get yourselves under control. And right now we're not under control. We are still, we flattened the curve. We're no longer in the 30s, but we're still in the high 20s, and it's still starting to go up. So that does not bode well for any kind of international travel going anywhere. And we're not the only country right now in that case. Mexico is now under firm restrictions. They can't travel anywhere. No one wants them to go because they're on the way up. Brazil is breaking out all over the place. They're trending way up like this. But as far as Europe and that is concerned, they've kind of got it starting to be under control. Almost every place in Europe right now has trended down not just flattened, down. And that's the key. That's the key to international travel. So it's very highly highly likely that, for instance, Canada, because we've got our cases down so low right now, we may be able to travel internationally as far as to Europe is concerned before the United States can. In fact, we may be able to travel to Europe and go to Spain and go anywhere we want before the United States and Canada can even go to each other, and we live a couple miles down the road. I'm less than an hour's drive to the US border from where I live in the capital of Canada. And I can't get into your country, but I might be able to fly 10 hours away to travel international to take a cruise. That's how kind of weird everything is and the way things are going. All we can pray and hope is that the numbers start to go down. You know, we don't have to go into a full-blown lockdown at any time soon. And, you know, a lot of governors and people have come out and said, well, we're not going into a lockdown. We could get a full-blown, you know, every second person in our state is going to catch it, and we are not going into another lockdown, and we can't afford it. And I can see, you know, I know exactly how that feels. Being in I'm a travel agent, travel industry. Who's traveling right now? If you only knew how much money, like I'm basically working a year and a half for $0 from the travel industry. And so, yeah, I know exactly how people feel. It is devastating. We need to work. The economies need to go. We can't, you know, the cure can't be worse than the sickness, as they say. But as far as other countries looking at us right now, the United States and, you know, Mexico, Brazil, they are off limits for traveling. They do not want us to travel there. And you can see why when our cases are on the rise and they've got theirs down to under like 200 a day, which is a huge difference from 26,000 a day. And yes, the United States has way more people than Spain and Italy and Canada. But when you start adding all three of those countries together and their numbers are still only around 700, you can see the difference that it is right now as far as the curve is concerned. So I'm sorry, it does not look like any time in the next couple months we'll be able to cruise anywhere in the United States or anywhere else in the world for that matter. It's not fun. It's not a great situation. It's just the reality of where we're at right now. Well, let me know what you guys think down below. Do you think we can get that curve under control? Do you think we open too soon? It's a sticky situation, right? Like it's crazy how fast things can happen. And we all were saying, here we go, we're starting to get better, but when you look at the real numbers compared to the rest of the world, we're not getting better. We're not even really staying the same. So let me know what you guys think down below. If you could go on a Mediterranean cruise, would you be willing to travel to Italy and Spain, who are really hard hit, or even maybe Australia if they ever do open up? Australians got it down really well as too. But they're not planning to open up anytime soon, but the Med definitely is. Let me know what you guys think down below, and I hope you appreciate this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more tips, more tricks, more travel vlogs from around the world, hit that subscribe button. Until next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation. And you know what? Just as a quick side out here, I'm just going to give you 1 minute of nice, soft music and some Alaskan countryside so you can remember a little bit about what cruising is all about if you just want to take a look at the beautiful scenery of Alaska.
So it's come to